Hi, this is a video on 3 monopods from Manfrotto. Now I'm going to go from the top down to the bottom. The first one is the Manfrotto Compact Xtreme 2-in-1 multi-pole support, 1 support, 2 solutions. This is a monopod that can convert into a selfie stick. So that's the first one. The next one is the Manfrotto Compact Monopod, and the last one here is the Manfrotto Compact Advanced. Now I'm going to go through each one of these. I would like to take it outside to show you each one of these, but the weather in England at the moment in August is absolutely terrible, so I can't do it. I can't do it at the moment, so what I'm going to have to do is do it indoors. So we're going to go through the first monopod, which is the Compact Xtreme. Now I will leave in the description how much I paid for each of these items off Amazon. For this one I got off Amazon for roughly around £31, because it was an Amazon return in the warehouse. So I bought this one for 31 quid. Now what we'll go around the package. As you can see, it comes, while the others came in a box, this comes in basically a flat pack packaging. We have the monopod here, stroke selfie stick. You get a ball head and a GoPro mount. If I could turn it around and show you, I'm going to be off camera for a bit. As you can see, it's suitable for compact camera system, GoPros, monopod configuration. As you can see on there, Manfrotto and Compact Xtreme 2-in-1 multi-pole, 1 support, 2 solutions. Now on the back, because they've taped it, I'll try and go for the back, but it shows you that you can fit the camera on either end of this. So it's got a compact camera there, point and shoot, a GoPro camera, another compact camera on the ball head. So I'm going to take it out. Now, out of all 3 of them, this one is the only one that you get extra bits with. The other 2 you do not get extra bits with at all. And I'll take that off to the side. And this is the monopod. Now, the monopod is about, when it's closed up, it's 17 inches. Well, it's 17.34 inches or 44 centimeters when closed. It has a weight of 2.8 kilos or 0.62 pounds. It can support up to a weight of 1 kilo or 2.2 pounds. This monopod can take. Now, what you get on here is similar to the other monopods. Most of these monopods from Manfrotto, which are compact size, all have a kind of D shape construction, so they're not cylindrical, they're like a D shape. What you get on here is a strap here, a wrist strap, which is connected, and a rubber, grippy rubber handle, a foot at the top. Now, most people I've seen in videos claim that this is the bottom. This is not the bottom end. This is the top end of this pole. So this is not a bottom end. I know most videos showing this monopod claim this is the bottom. It is not the bottom. This is the top end. What it is, they place the foot on the top end to cover the screw, but I'll look into that in a minute. As we go down, we got the Manfrotto here, logo, and then we have the adjustment clips here, which are solid plastic, nice firm clippy clips. And at the bottom here we have a 1/4 inch screw thread here. Now if you was using this in a monopod configuration, you'd take off the foot here, screw that off, which reveals another 1/4 inch thread here, and you would place this foot at the bottom. Now beware not to lose this. If you do lose it, you can pick them up from eBay for $3.99, which is probably about, I'd say about just under $5, $5 US. So you can pick these up on its own. Now I won't stretch the pole out because where the camera position is, but I'm going to show you a comparison with all three when I stretch this out. But as you can see, they simply slide out in that kind of mechanism, and as I said, it's still a D-shaped column and made of metal, and as you can see, they still slide out, and it slides out into 3 segments with the Xtreme. Now if you want to use a GoPro on this, we have the GoPro tripod mount adapter, and that simply screws on here, and you can place your GoPro or any other action camera on this, as long as it has the GoPro cage with it that can be able to be fitted on there, so you can do it with this. Now if you want to replace a camera on there, Manfrotto provides you with a ball head. Now this ball head screws on there the same way. There, it screws on the same way, and as you can see, you can make an adjustment with the ball head using this screw there, so the ball head can move in any direction. Personally, I would ditch this ball head. I wouldn't throw it away in case you want to resell this, but I would not use this ball head personally. I would buy a either a proper Manfrotto mini ball head or another company's mini ball head, because this is, out of, apart from the GoPro adapter here, it feels very cheap, really cheap, and I wouldn't trust my camera on this. It probably could hold my camera on this, which is just a mirrorless camera or mirrorless compact camera. It would probably hold it, but it's such a cheap ball head. As this is metal, this is metal as well, the threading. The ball head itself feels plastic itself. This unit around the ball head, the casing, is metal. This is plastic, but it has a cheap kind of feel to it. So I would say just buy your own metal ball head from a reputable company and use that. And as I said, you just need a mini ball head. Now I just have to screw that tight to screw that off. There. So as I said, if you're using it as a monopod, that's the foot for the bottom end. Now on the back here, I'll try and get that in focus because it is quite, that's it. It says Compact Xtreme. We have the model, a number here. I do not know if that's the model number. If you know any different than me, please leave down in the description down below. We have the model number here. We have the weight capacity here, what it can take, which can take up to a maximum of 1 kilo or 2.2 pounds. The maximum height this goes is 53.1 inches or 135 centimeters. And then the smallest it will go is 44.5 centimeters or 17.5 inches. Now that is the Compact Xtreme 2-in-1. So this is a monopod stroke selfie stick all in one. Now I'll go on to the next one. Now the next one is the Manfrotto Compact. Now this comes in a box. And we'll take that monopod out. Now you get the monopod in the box, and also, if I can try and get it out, which is very difficult to come out because I've tried it before, you also get an instruction booklet. You get a little instruction in booklet and warranty manual. You get one for the Xtreme as well. It's a very small one as well, so you do get one with that. Okay, we go around the box, and as you can see, it says compact system, ideal for compact camera systems. We have a picture of obviously a person holding the monopod at the top with the camera, with a compact camera. We have a picture of the monopod, some instructions here on the back. Why do you need a monopod? And it tells you a reason about that. Same again on that side, we have a picture of the monopod. Now at the very bottom here, just above the compact, it tells you the length of the monopod, which is 145 centimeters in length when extended, or 57.3 inches when extended. When closed down, it is 39 centimeters or 15.35 inches when closed down. It has the weight of the monopod on its own is 0.33 kilos or 0.73 pounds. That's without any camera on there. Now, just to quickly go through the specs, on the back, it tells you that this is the compact. We have a number here, which I really do not know what that number is, but if you know, please leave it down in the description. We have the model of the monopod. And now it says here and here, it can support up to a camera which is 1.5 kilos in weight or 3.3 pounds. And then we've got here the actual length it extends out to, which again is 145 centimeters or 57 inches. And when closed up, 39 centimeters or 15 inches. That's when it's closed. Now this monopod is almost identical to the Compact Xtreme. It is even the same thickness in cylindrical thickness as the Compact Xtreme. With the exception of with this monopod is that it has 4 sections. So it extends out to 4 more sections, while the Xtreme, if I bring that into focus here, into view, this is the Xtreme, and as you can see, the Xtreme is a little bit longer, just a little bit longer, probably about 1 inch longer, but only can go into 3 sections. Well, as I said, this has 4 sections. The same kind of clips are on the Compact like the Xtreme, same made out of plastic, same kind of coloration, black. Even the handle is exactly the same kind of handle, just a little bit longer on this handle than that one. Same, made out of rubber. On here you have a much wider strap with the Manfrotto logo branding across it. A much wider strap which is made out of nylon. And now we have a cap at the top for the 1/4 inch thread. You only get 1/4 inch thread, and that is at the top. The bottom has a foot, rubber foot on the bottom, and no 1/4 inch thread. Unlike the Xtreme, which I showed you, had a 1/4 inch thread at the top and a 1/4 inch thread at the bottom. So I'll take that out of the way. Now, this monopod is slightly heavier than the Xtreme, right? Because this is an actual monopod, while the Xtreme is doubling up as a monopod and a selfie stick. Now, lengthwise, it is much longer than the Xtreme, but basically does exactly the same as the Xtreme, but this is just a dedicated monopod. Now, as I said, I'll show you later the comparisons of all three of them together in length. Indoors, I can't do it outside because obviously it's raining quite heavy in England at the moment, so I can't do that, so it's got to be an indoor shot. So this is the compact monopod from Manfrotto. Right, next is the Compact Advanced. Now it comes in the same kind of box as the Compact on there, but instead of showing a compact camera, it's now showing a DSLR camera. And it says here, ideal for entry-level DSLR cameras with lenses up to 200 millimeters. Now, this monopod can support heavier equipment on it than the Compact. So we'll go around the box. We have, obviously at the front, it has the DSLR, it's showing you, and fixed to the top of this monopod. The monopod itself, a quick instruction to use the monopod on the back here. Why do you need a monopod? And a couple of more pictures. And we have a picture of the monopod. Now, just before I go into show you what's in there, for the Compact, I paid on Amazon on the warehouse deal. I paid for that one at £17. So the Compact here, £17 off Amazon at the moment, and I paid that in the warehouse deal for that. This one I paid £21 on a Amazon warehouse deal. So we'll open up the box and take the monopod out. And you do get an instruction booklet with it, but because it's a warehouse deal, there's no instruction booklet that came with it. But you still get the same Amazon warranty with it. Now, I'll turn this one around. Now, with this monopod, as you can see straight away, there is a difference. A couple of differences. One is the color. The Compact Xtreme, so far what I can see, only comes in a kind of grey color. And it seems to be slightly thicker built than the other two monopods, but I'll do a comparison with that in a minute. So it's same shape, just like the other two, a D-shaped cylindrical body to it. Same 4-section pull-out that it comes with, exactly like the Compact. The other major difference, other than the color, is the base. The opening at the top is a lot wider than the Compact and the Xtreme. You have a cap on there to cover the screw threads here, which is in there to cover the 1/4 inch screw. But with the other two, the difference with this one is there's a wheel which turns this screw, so you don't have to physically turn the monopod when screwing on a camera or a mount. You can just turn this wheel. The base, as I said, is a lot wider on this one than the other two, obviously to support a much heavier camera. The rubber handle is bigger, but seems to be shorter than the other two. So it's much wider but shorter than the other two, it looks like. And on the back here we have the same writing, and I'll try and get that into focus if I can. And on here it says Compact Advanced, a serial number there which I do not know, but if you know what it is, leave it down in the description for us. We have the model number, and then it says here it supports cameras up to 3 kilos or 6.6 pounds. This has a length now of 155 centimeters or 61 inches when extended. When closed, it is 41 centimeters or 16 inches when closed. We have a strap here, just like the Compact, which has the Manfrotto label on there, and the cap, just like the Compact. Now I'm going to put all three together so you can have a look how they look. Now we got all three. The bottom one here is the Compact Advanced, and just by looking at it you can see this is more thicker than the other two. Just by looks you can see it's more thicker than the other two, obviously to support heavier cameras. The next one up is the Compact. So Compact Advanced, the Compact is the next one up, and at the top is the Compact Xtreme at the top. Now the shortest one is the Compact Xtreme. It may look the same as the Compact, but it is a little bit shorter by about half an inch or 3/4 of an inch. All depends on if you take the foot off the end. It is a little bit shorter than the Compact. It is a lot shorter than the Compact Advanced, and as you can see the Compact here is smaller than the Compact Advanced. But other than that, they do look identical. They do look very much identical to each other. Now the biggest thing, what's obviously apart from the top, well, there's two big things about it. Apart from length and the size of the actual shafts of these, is the tops. Now that's the Compact Advanced. That is the top. Next is the top of the Compact, and that's the top. I'll try and fit them all in, and that's the top of the Xtreme. As you can see, the Xtreme is the smallest based one here. Smallest based one here is the Xtreme. It doesn't come with a cover, but it has the foot to use as a cover for the top. The next one here in the middle is the Compact, and as you can see, it is roughly about, I'd say this is roughly about 1 inch wide across. This is roughly about 1.5 inches wide across, and this is about just under 2 inches wide across at the top. So this is the Compact Advanced, this is the Compact, and this is the Xtreme, and as you can see, that's the top. I'm going to show you the bottom in case you need to look at the bottom. I'm going to spin these round and get them into focus. That's it, right. These are at the bottom. This is the Xtreme. I'll try and get that in focus. That is the foot of the Xtreme. That is the foot, come on, get into focus for me. That is the foot of the Compact, and that is the foot of the Xtreme here. So Xtreme has this removable foot. Try and get that in focus with you. That's it. That is the Xtreme, the foot of the Xtreme. That is the foot of the Compact, and that is the foot of the Compact Advanced. And as you can see just by looking at those two, the Advanced has a wider foot than the Compact, and I'd say the biggest foot out of all three of them is from the Xtreme. But bear it in mind, this is removable. So now with these, bear it in mind, I'm working behind the camera. Now I'm going to use my phone on this phone mount, because this phone represents the size of my camera, my mirrorless camera. My mirrorless camera is roughly the same size, it's just a little bit shorter than this, but I'm using this because I'm using my mirrorless camera to film. So I'm going to use my phone on a phone mount to show you the height that you'd get off each of these monopods, what the height difference is. Now, this monopod now is the Compact Advanced. I'll bring it close to the camera to show you. It is now the Compact Advanced. Now, sorry for the angle that I'm showing you, because I tried using another tripod to get the whole shot of me. Because it's a bigger tripod, the area that I'm putting it in, it wouldn't fit. So I'm using a smaller tripod and doing an angled shot just to get you the look of the tripod. Sorry, the monopod. Now this is the Compact Advanced, the grey one. And as you can see, I've fitted my phone on there to represent a camera, or even your phone if you had it attached on this monopod. Now this monopod is 61 inches long, if I recall, and it comes out in 4 sections. That's not including the section here. If you include that section, it's 5 sections. And I've got it all the way extended, as you can see. Now I am 6 foot. I am about 6'6" tall. Sorry, I've got that wrong. I'm sorry about that. I am 5'6" tall, right? And this monopod is almost as tall as me. Literally, it's probably, as you can see, it comes up to my mouth here. It is a very tall monopod. Out of all of them, this one is the tallest monopod. And I hope that is all on shot on this camera. I can see that it's on shot. Obviously, I'm not showing you, I'm trying to show you all sections on there down to the floor. As you can see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections on there. And you can see it's a very tall monopod, and just by holding the as it is a very sturdy monopod, really sturdy. So you can see why this monopod can hold up to 3 kilos with this monopod. And as I said, it is a very, very long monopod. And once again, this is the monopod which has a almost 2-inch head at the top of this monopod. So it's got quite a wide head, and also a screw thread system at the top. So I'll shrink that one down. No, actually, I'll leave that one open, and I'll show you the next monopod. Okay, the next monopod I'm showing you now is the Compact. So the first one I just showed you was the Compact Advanced. This is the Compact. Now this one extends to a maximum length of 57 inches. And the actual, I'd say, stem of this is not as thick as the Advance, and this can support a camera at 1.5 kilos or 3.3 pounds. Now remember, I'm using my phone as a representation of a camera, or even if you wanted to use your phone on a phone mount, this is how it would look. And I'll try and get myself into picture there. Now, as I says, I am 5'6" tall, and this with the phone on there literally comes up to my nose. The actual monopod comes up to my chin, while the other one, the Advance, came up to my lip. So as you can see with this monopod, that's how it looks, and it's in 5 sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It feels light, exactly like the other one, probably a little bit lighter than the Advance, obviously. And that's how it looks, that monopod. And that's how that one looks when it's fully extended. So as you can see with the representation in my phone, that's how it looks. I know probably on how you're looking at it, it's probably the height of me, but trust me, because the angle of my camera to the floor looking up at me, this top of this monopod here comes to my chin. And as I says, I'm 5'6" tall. So it's not a bad monopod, quite good. So the next one I'm going to show you is the Xtreme. Now this is the this is the Compact Xtreme 2-in-1 monopod from Manfrotto. So this is the last one, the Compact Xtreme 2-in-1 monopod. Now, as I says, my camera, my phone is representing my camera if it was on there. And this one extends out to 53 inches. So this is shorter than the Compact and the Compact Advanced. And I'll extend this one out. It has the same thickness as the Compact. Right. And as you can see, just by looking at that, there's a noticeable difference in the height of this one. Now this one, excuse me, I am 6 foot, sorry, I keep saying that. I am 5'6" tall. And this up to me comes, I'd say, shoulder. So it comes up to my shoulder. The actual top of this monopod comes up to my shoulder. So that excludes the camera unit on top, the phone unit on top. It comes up to roughly to my shoulder. So with the camera on there, if you had a camera on there, it's just coming, I stand close, midway, halfway up my neck, this monopod is. But bear it in mind, this monopod here doubles up as a selfie stick. So bear this in mind. The other two do not. They're just sole purpose are monopods. This is a monopod and a selfie stick. And as you can see, it comes in 4 sections. 1, 2, 3, and 4 sections it extends to. It has, like I said before on the video, it has the widest foot on it. So the foot at the bottom is the widest out of all 3 of them. The next would be the Compact Advanced, and then the last is the Compact with the smallest foot. This has the widest foot. And as you can see, it's not a bad monopod. Lighter than the other 2, but because this extends only in 4 sections, it is sturdier than the other 2. Even though the Compact Advanced is thicker, is built more thick, the stems are more thick, this feels more sturdy because it has one stem less than the other 2. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. That's my doorbell. It has less stems than the other 2. So when it comes to literally sturdiness, sorry about that. It's the troubles that you have when you're filming at home. People do come to the door and they will ring the bell. Anyway, as I was saying, back to this, the Compact Xtreme, out of all 3 of them, is the most sturdiest because it only has 4 sections, but it is the shortest. So it's the sturdiest, but it's the shortest. The next sturdy one would be the Compact Advanced because it's thick, each stem is thicker than the other 2. And then last is the Compact. So this is the Compact Xtreme, and as you can see, that's how it looks. Now I'm going to show you all three of them together. I'll leave the camera on this one, on the Compact Xtreme, but I'll show you all three of them together now, just to show you the height difference in all three of them. Okay, these are all three of them. I'll try and hold them as much as possible because it's 3 poles, right? And I hope this is on camera. Quite good. Right, these are all 3 poles. This one is the Compact Xtreme, which I just done. So that's the Compact Xtreme, and that's the height. The middle one here is the Compact, and as you can see, that's the height. And this end one here is the Compact Advanced. Now, having all 3 of them, which I'm holding, the lightest, believe it or not, which I thought would be the Compact Xtreme, is the Compact Advanced. So the Compact Advanced is the lightest. That's the lightest. Second is the Compact Xtreme, and last is the Compact here, the middle one. And as you can see, just in length, and I'll put them side by side and hope they're on camera, the Compact Advanced is the tallest by about a good 2.5 inches taller. Next would be the Compact, which is taller than the Xtreme by about at least 4 inches taller, and then the Xtreme is the shortest. But as you can see, just by, and I'll lean these up against myself, by these clips here, the first clips here, you can see the difference in the sections and length. They're almost the same height between the Compact and the Compact Advanced, and the Xtreme, the first clip is way down there, so as you can see, and I hope that is on camera. But as I said, if you're looking for a monopod, and it has to depend on the size and weight of your camera, but for the heaviest cameras up to 3 kilos, I'll go with the Advanced. I really would go with the Advanced, and it's the lightest one. So that's the Advanced. The Compact is the middle of the road. So it all depends on your camera and what camera you're using. The middle of the road is the Compact. If you're like me, and I tend to use a 360 camera with its pole, and in some situations I want an even longer pole, I sometimes put the Insta360 One X pole, and I have done videos. There are videos I've done on my YouTube channel of a particular reggae festival that I have put the Compact here attached to a 360 pole. But to me, in the shot, this was getting in the shot, the strap was. And I know when I used the following day, when I used the Advanced, the Xtreme, because the strap is so thin, it didn't really appear on a 360 video. So the Xtreme to me was the best one because it fell more in line with a 360 Insta360 monopole. It fell more in line than the Compact. So for me, and the filming what I do using 360 cameras and my mirrorless camera and my GoPro, I'm gonna go with the Xtreme. Right, that's for me, because it fits all 3. The other 2, you can only, to me, you can get away with phone mounts, phone cameras and compact cameras. And you can get away with a GoPro or action camera on there with a mount on there with it as well. But if you're using a 360 camera, I'd go with this one. So these are, I know this video was long and you probably would have found it boring, but I haven't seen anybody else on YouTube doing a comparison with all 3 of these compact monopods from Manfrotto. I just haven't seen them at all. So I hope that this gives you some idea before you buy or choose which one you're going to go for, what the differences are. And as I says, the major differences with these are the height, the build of them, even though they're all solidly built, but that is the thickness. So the Advanced is the thickness and the wider top on it, but the second widest foot on the bottom. The Xtreme has the narrowest top on the top, but the biggest foot bottom, right? Footbed then, or foot bottom if you want to call it, of all monopods is the Xtreme. The Compact is basically a compromise of the two of them, between the Xtreme and the Compact Advanced. It's the compromise. It has the middle of the road foot bed on it, footbed on it, and the middle of the road base at the top for your camera. So these are all the three monopods from Manfrotto, compact monopods. Anyway, I'll put these to the side here. Anyway, what I can say is, thanks for watching my video for me, and I know it was a bit long. Please like, please subscribe, and if you got any comments about any of those monopods, please leave a comment down in the comment section below. It will do the YouTube community and the photographic community and the video recording community and the action camera community and the 360, and that just fell, 360 community all in one go. A good service. Thanks for watching.